So you're on the right track, except for understanding what happens once you find that third path. And this is why it's hard to explain until people try it, until people see it for themselves. So the only reason we betray ourselves in relationships, the only reason we agree to unchanged behavior is because we are negotiating. We believe if we meet certain conditions inside that old reality, we're going to get something back. Once we allow ourselves to destroy that illusion of the old reality fixing itself so we can connect to something, the connection that we've lost a long time ago when that old reality was first put in place, was first established, and we take our power back. We say, oh, I have forgotten who I am a long time ago, and I have been trying to negotiate by betraying myself in this relationship, by agreeing what I don't want to agree to. Or I have been so afraid of people who possess that certain quality or that certain personality type because something in me, my identity, believes that I cannot challenge them. That once I am in touch with them and they hold the key to my wholeness and well-being, I have to negotiate with them. And in order to negotiate with them, in order to play their game, I have to do things I don't want to do. I have to override my intuition, etc. So once we say, this is not working, this is sending me in circles, this is making me repeat the pattern over and over again because a part of my consciousness is identified with a thought that was formed a long time ago in relationship to similar people. And we decide that we don't need them to change. We don't need them to stop existing in order for us to claim the full wholeness, power, peace of who we are now. Then, in order for that peace to exist in me, the relationship doesn't have to change. But if I am at 100% peace, if this peace cannot be betrayed or threatened by anyone, if it has no conditions that it needs in order to be here, then why would I agree to something I don't want to agree to? Now, before the peace is yours, while the peace is still being held at arm's length until the conditions are met, I might be trying to get you to change your behavior in a way that is manipulative or threatening. I might hurt you if you try not to change if you don't understand me or if you don't change your behavior. But if I connect to this place of my own wholeness independently, then my request for change, if this request is something that I want, comes from this really pure place that has absolutely nothing else attached to it except for, this is not working for me. And another thing that this piece enables us to do is to actually hear and see clearly who we are in relationship with. Am I trying to force the relationship with somebody who doesn't want the same things as I do? Am I trying to change their opinion, their intention? Am I trying to convince them to do something that they don't want to do because I'm trying to assuage my own anxiety and my own fear? The other day I was talking to somebody who was for the first time able to hear, like really hear, that even though their partner was problematic and defensive and this and that at the core, the partner did not want kids. Pure and simple. And this person did. And so when they would begin this conversation from this place of, needy negotiation, each one of them would get really defensive and start accusing and hurting the other because they believed, or their identities believed, that they could not afford not to strong arm each other into agreeing to the same reality. But instead, when one of them started to let go of this, I absolutely have to make this relationship work, and came into 100% freedom, the all of the conflict that was around the issue became less important than the truth. And the truth was that they were not on the same page. I can't tell you guys enough how liberating this is, and how this is truly the answer, not just to our relationships. Our relationships just are like a micro model of what is possible for this planet. If we get out of the relationship with ourselves and relationship with the world that is based on reaction to what already exists and what has been created out of the old consciousness, if we give chance, if we give peace a chance, if we give a chance to oneness, then we're going to see miracles happen. We are going to see progress that is faster in the right direction than we have ever imagined. Anyway, check out this book. I really tried my best to lay it all out there and give you practical ways of questioning your own identity in relationship to anything that you want in life. And it doesn't matter whether you're leading a country or leading teenagers. It works exactly the same way. And it also opens you up to freeing your consciousness to manifest exactly what you want without, without forcing or coercing. It's just amazing. Anyway, check out the book is available here on TikTok Shop. So it's important to know that choosing a third way inside of you is never about agreement with one side, either side of the old reality. It's always a birth of something new. Jesus said something very important a long time ago, a kind of a famous phrase: let your yes be a yes and let your no be a no. So from that place of oneness, it's going to be either a yes or a no. It's not going to be that purgatory in between. And that's why there's absolutely no chance you will be tolerating anything you don't want. You're going to either be celebrating imperfections of life because that's just like what it is and you're okay with them, or you are not going to have them and you're not going to be tolerating them. You know, it's like I live in a rental right now, right? After owning houses for a long time. And before, in my current situation, I used to have a really big intellectual problem with renting. But now I live in this beautiful area. I have an amazing landlady who is 90 years old, and she inspires me every day because every morning at 6 a.m. she's here sweeping, and I'm like, oh my God, look at this beautiful woman. Anyway, I am celebrating life, living in the best neighborhood, and renting is just what I do, right? I don't have a relationship of tolerance with renting. I am just living in such a way that this is part of my experience.